Alright, so what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Swagner17, and welcome back to the NFL prediction series. Today we're going to be predicting Week 13 of the NFL, but before we do that, let's go back, recap what went down in Week 12. So Week 12, not too bad. I went 8-6 on my picks. Just a little recap of the games. Texans beat the Colts, we got that correct. Browns beat the Dolphins, got that correct. Redskins beat the Lions, we got that correct. Now this game, I don't get it. I mean, the Raiders were doing really good, and then all of a sudden, the absolutely terrible Jets, who lost to the Dolphins, somehow beat the Raiders and destroyed them. It makes no sense. It makes me upset, honestly. But anyways, we got that incorrect. Giants lost to the Bears. I got that wrong. For some reason, I thought, my reverse psychology, underdog pick was going to work like it should. I should have chose the Jets, and I would have been correct, even though nobody would have chose the Jets. Anyways, I got this one wrong. The Bears won. Happy about it. Saints won. We got that correct. My Saints are one game behind the 49ers still, but by the end of the season, we will be the number one seed. Seahawks won. Got that right. I'm not even going to talk about it. This makes no sense. The Falcons, the one-win Falcons, beat the Saints. Then they destroy the Panthers. Then they just lose to the terrible Buccaneers. It doesn't make sense. It really upsets me. So I got that wrong. Bills beat the Broncos, got that right. Steelers beat the Bengals, got that wrong. I thought the Bengals would get their first win, but no, they can't do it. Next up, the Titans beat the Jaguars, got it right. Happy for the Titans. Patriots beat the Cowboys. Really interesting game. I don't know what to say here. I got it wrong, but that's interesting. Patriots still only have one loss. I would have liked to see the Cowboys win here. Packers got embarrassed. That doesn't make sense to me either. Got that wrong. Ravens won. Got that right. Rams are terrible. Ravens are overrated. But I think the Ravens will beat the 49ers next week. I'm pretty sure that's the matchup, right? We'll get into it. Anyways, let's just start off with Week 13, which happens to be some Thanksgiving games, which is tomorrow. Starting off with the annual Bears-Lions Thanksgiving game, 11:30. Nice and early, or a little bit early, I should say. Anyways, we got the Bears against the Lions. This one's always interesting. The Lions typically do pretty good on Thanksgiving, if I can remember. But honestly, this season, they started off, I think they're on a 7 losing streak right now. Well, they're 3-0-1, or 2-0-1 at least, but still, it's always in Detroit, I believe. But I think the Bears, they might get this one done. But the Lions might come with surprise. Lions might win. But now that I'm saying that the Bears are going to win, the Lions probably will win. But we're just going to choose the Bears. We're no more... I'm taking too long to do this. Okay, this next game is going to be amazing. So, Bills against the Cowboys. This is a very interesting game. I'm picking the Bills. I want to see the Bills win. I want to see the Cowboys in the playoffs, but I want the Bills to win this game. I think the Bills, if the Patriots start losing games, I think the Bills might be able to win the division. But regardless, if they win this game, they're probably in the playoffs with 9 wins, at least 9 wins. So I think the Bills win here. Falcons will be very, very upset. And it's in their home stadium on Thanksgiving. They're going to be angry, but I think the Saints still win this game. Titans against the Colts. I'm giving the win to the Colts. They had extra time to prepare, and they're at home. Titans had a good win over the Jaguars, but I don't think it matters. Colts are going to take care of business, and they're going to go to 7-5, and that leaves the Texans game. Ooh, I just peeked at what it was. This is going to be an interesting week of football. Oh, God, here we go. Ravens, 49ers. It is a noon game. I like that. We get to see some good action right off the bat. I'm giving the win to the Ravens. I think they're the better team. They're at home. 49ers need to go down. Jets against the Bengals. You know what? See, common sense would say, yeah, choose the Jets. They just played really well against the Raiders. The Bengals haven't won a single game. So why would the Bengals win here? I don't know, but I'm going to choose the Bengals. I think this is going to be their first win. it makes no sense, so that's why I'm choosing it. That's what you got to do in the NFL these days. If it doesn't make sense, you choose it. Okay, Browns against the Steelers. I'm choosing the Browns. I think the Browns are still in the hunt for the playoffs, and they really want to make it. We can't let the AFC South have two teams make it, because that just wouldn't make any sense. So I think it makes sense if the Browns are the second team, probably the 6th seed. I'm trying to plan it out real quick, see who else would even make it. It could be Browns. It's going to be Browns and Bills, most likely, because Bills have to make it. And then Browns would be fighting against the Colts or the Texans. So that's going to be really interesting. They are 5-6, so they're looking on the outside. Texans and Colts would be in right now. But I think the Browns will win here. Eagles against the Dolphins. Eagles need this win. What's their record? 5-6. I think the Cowboys are also 5-6. 6-5. Okay, so they have a one game advantage. So they would be 6-6. Eagles will be 6-6, and I think they have one more matchup. So that's going to be interesting. Redskins Panthers. This might be a good game, honestly. It's going to need to be a good rebound game for the Panthers. Kyle Allen and Christian McCaffrey's going to have a good game. How many wins do the Redskins have? They just got their second one. I think the Panthers will win. They're at home. I think they're going to play well. Packers Giants. We got to give the win to the Packers. They're angry. Aaron Rodgers wants to come back and win. They're 8-3. Not too bad. That's about it. They're going to be the number 3 seed. Unless the 49ers keep losing, they might be the 2 seed, because I think the Saints are going to secure the number 1 seed when it's all said and done. Buccaneers, Jaguars. I'm going to give the win to the Buccaneers. I think they're a skilled team. They just got to win against the Falcons, and they just lost the last week to the Saints, but that doesn't matter. But anyways, I think they're going to win this game. Rams, Cardinals. Gotta give the win to the Cardinals here. Pretty sure they just came off a bye week. 3-7-1, just like the team that they tied in week 1, Lions. But Rams are 6-5. I thought they were worse than that. But anyways, I think the Cardinals win this game. They have a bye week. They're at home. They want to beat these divisional opponents more than anything. I think they're going to do it. Chiefs, Raiders. This is going to be interesting. Raiders were close. If they won that game last week, they would be 7-4, just like the Chiefs. But they lose to the Jets. That makes no sense. And no one expected the Raiders to be here. But, I think the Chiefs, I don't know if they came off a bye week. Did they? I don't remember seeing the Chiefs play. So, yeah, I think they did have a bye week. Anyways, Chiefs, where am I at? Oh, God, we went too far. Anyways, I think Chiefs win this matchup. Chargers, Broncos. This one's interesting. Logic says to choose the Chargers, who are 4-7. And they just came off I don't remember what they came off of. But I'm going to choose the Broncos. They're at home. They just got embarrassed by the Bills. And I think they're going to come back with a win here against the Chargers on December 1st. Awesome. Patriots, Texans, Sunday night football. This is going to be amazing. Now, Texans had extra time to prepare. They came off a win. With that extra time to prepare, Patriots kind of struggled against the Cowboys. I don't think the Texans are going to have that good of a running game. But if we remember the Texans-Patriots game from 2 years ago, I think, when Deshaun Watson was a rookie, now that game was insane. Honestly, I'm choosing the Texans. Sunday Night Football, primetime. Texans do good in primetime, except for week 1 against the Saints. But anyways, I'm choosing the Texans. Think it's going to be a good game. Texans win. Vikings, Seahawks. Now, I really hate... These are my 2 least favorite teams in the entire NFL. How are the Vikings 8-3? I did not know that. I don't care who wins. Actually, oh God, this is bad. Whichever team wins, it doesn't matter. I wish they would tie. So if the Vikings win, that puts them closer to having home field advantage. We can't let them have any shot at that. But we can't. We don't want to play in Seattle either for the Saints. I'm gonna choose the underdogs, which there's no way the Vikings can win though. You know what? I'll just choose them. I don't even remember the Vikings playing last week either. I'm so mixed up on bye weeks and whatnot. I think they did have a bye week, but Seahawks. That wasn't too much of an impressive win there against the Eagles, but they did get it done. They're at home now. Vikings, I think they came off a bye week and had the extra day. Play on Monday night. Travel not too far to Seattle. And the Vikings are going to get the win. Since the Packers got the win, they'll still be tied. I think Packers will still be the divisional leader. So just a quick little... Let's see some standings here. This is exactly what I needed. Okay, so we would have the Patriots and the Bills make the playoffs. The Chiefs, that's 3. Ravens, and I want to say the Browns. I didn't realize the Steelers were that... What? They started out like 0-4, 0-3. That's crazy to me. But I want to say the Browns. Ravens, Browns, which leaves the only one team from this division. And I guess we'll say Texans. That's going to be really interesting. And then looking over here at the NFC, we'll say the Cowboys will make it. And we'll say 49ers and Seahawks. And that's 3. And then I guess we'll say Packers and Vikings. That's 5. And then Saints is 6. So NFC's basically already set in stone, except for who's going to win this division and who's going to win home field advantage here. As long as Saints are number 1. Saints cannot travel to Green Bay or San Francisco or Seattle. Like, it just can't happen. They'll probably just lose in the dumbest way possible. But last year was their very first loss at home, even though I don't count that as or not last year. Was it last year? It was last year when they lost to the Rams. At home, first playoff loss under Sean Payton and Drew Brees at home. Terrible. Okay, I need to end this video, so until my next one, freaking deuces.